Okay, I've started the screen share. So I've started the screen share. Okay, since you
Yeah,
are
not
not
able.
getting it, let me just go to my channel, add members. So what is the email ID?
So I'm checking that. I think it's Gmail.
Yeah, yeah, tell me.
Gmail ID. Rahul V. Wable.
rahulvwable@gmail.com and
Yeah, RHULVWABLE.
yep. So you should get a notification. Just confirm if you have received it. Can you check in? Can you please refresh it once?
No,
Check the Teams app is blinking. Can you please check what's there in that at the bottom? Click on Teams. Give me the access, please.
actually my laptop is very slow. That's why.
Yeah, I understand. Yep, that will be there in Teams channel.
Yeah,
So on the left side, you
now
can
it's showing.
click on Teams on the left side.
So I will be added, I think.
Yeah, you are added.
Okay,
Okay, done.
okay.
So anyone
Thank you.
else having the issue? Please let's get started and
Yeah,
get connected and complete this.
I have Rajaran, Brian here. Let me
Yes,
share my screen.
yes, please. So go to
Is that visible?
Teams. Yeah, go to
Okay.
Teams,
Okay.
and you are using Teams in browser, right?
Yeah, Chrome browser only.
Don't you have Teams in local machine?
Yeah, I have, but it is quite unresponsive.
Okay, so let me just give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your email ID?
Uh, Praveen B 1995. 1 second, let me ping.
pravinb1995.pp at gmail.com.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep, I have added just now. You should get a message. Done?
Yeah, I got this. Let me check into. Yeah. Now I am able to see.
Okay, who else have the access issue? Anyone else have a issue with the access? Please let me know. Okay, so assuming that everyone are able to access now, let's continue with today's training, or let's start today's training. We are exactly on time. So yes, Sonam, could you please share your screen? Let's do the complete work in your machine today. I need you to be a guide for today's training session.
No, Bajrang, today it's not possible.
Okay, so who
And
else? Uh,
yes.
yep, fine.
Can
So
I do it?
yes, Soumya, you can.
You asked to.
like scrape the data and load it in Orchestrator.
So what we'll do for now is
I
we
did
will
that.
try to connect Orchestrator with your local machine, and also we will connect other team members to your Orchestrator tenant.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you can share the screen.
Um, Screen sharing. How to share from? Okay, okay, got it. Can you able to see it?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm sharing. Okay, come. Can you able to see now?
Yes, I can. So I want others as well to please participate. Okay. So go to Orchestrator Academy. You have cloud.uipath.com as the orchestrator. Yes, enter.
Yeah.
Is your robot connected to Orchestrator?
Yes.
Continue. Yeah. Okay, so there are, don't go for Orchestrator, right? You need to go back.
Okay.
So this is the home page, and in the home page, let me explain you what are the things that are available. On the left, you can see orchestrator. That's the default orchestrator that it will lead to. Actions are again, if there is any UI input, user input required, that's when actions are taken in picture. But for our training, this is not required. And apps are like some web apps that you can create on the fly. Process and admin. Click on admin, please. So again, this is how you are going to give access to anyone to connect, or even in the robots, if you want to add, this is the way how you will do it.
Hi, Vijay. Sorry to interrupt you. Did you start the recording, please?
Yes, yes, this is started.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, it started a while back. Okay, so go to accounts and groups. Now, I want Sundarvalli's ID to be added in your tenant. Okay, so you can invite members in group, or you can invite members. Can you click on invite users in bulk? Yeah. Okay. So it requires a CSV format. But what we can do, okay, for now we will go ahead and invite them one by one. Press cancel. But just understand that we can also invite users in bulk. Okay, click on invite users. So Sundarwali, you can give email ID, and Soumya will add your details. Just ping in the chat, please.
Yeah, I pinged.
Just copy that. Copy that. Yeah.
Hi Bajrang, I don't have access to this chat.
You don't have access to the chat, Pragati?
Yeah, no, it's saying because you are not a member of the chat.
You did not register or log in. So I said you right. You need to log in with the same email ID that you have registered.
Yeah, that's what because I was already logged into this using my same ID. So it's in the files.
Okay, just a second, Pragati. Okay, so yes, Soumya, uh, go ahead and give group membership everyone. Okay, you can give automation developers access, automation users access. So I want Pragati also to give her email ID in the chat.
I'm not able to access the chat. Yeah.
Okay.
What should I do? Allocate licenses?
Yeah, you can. So what type of license you can allocate? You can allocate anything. Just go ahead and allocate both. He or she can take whatever it's required. There is automation named user and automation developer. So now I want Sundarwali to share her screen. So can I call you Wali? It will be easier for me.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So Wali, can you please share your screen?
Okay. Yeah. Um,
Meanwhile, Pragati, you can have a direct chat with Soumya and ping her your email ID. Though you don't have chat access, that you will be having an access for. So we have a new member, I think, Demiril. Hi,
actually, how to share the screen?
on the top you will have an option with up arrow. Just click on that.
Yeah. Share content. I
Yes,
clicked on. After that,
click desktop
just
or full screen.
okay. Screen. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, can you please check in your email? You should receive an invitation link.
Okay.
Accept invite. So this is a way how you will add a named user or any developer user. Okay.
Okay.
So now this is with Sundarwali's ID, Wali. So on the right side, can you please log out once? A default tenant. On the right side, you can log out, please. On the right, top right.
Okay.
Can you please log out? Or on the left side, you can see your user ID. Yeah.
Okay.
Sign out. Yes. Click on continue with Google. You should be prompted with take the same email ID that you have used. I think yeah. Now you have access for. So what is the ID or choose organization? So Soumya, what is your organization?
Student, I guess.
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Yours a student. Yeah, I saw that. Is
Now you have access for student. Now if you see on the left side, click on admin.
yeah.
Okay. So on the accounts and groups, can you click on accounts and groups? If you can see, Soumya is the admin and you are a automation developer and a automation user.
Okay.
Now what I want you to do, go to your UiPath Studio. So again, there are different ways how to connect orchestrator. I think you shared only Chrome. You need to share complete browser. Okay. You need to stop the
Okay.
screen share and share the complete screen.
Okay. One second.
So Pragati, did you drop a direct message to Soumya?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, Soumya,
So
can
I
you
have
give
received.
access for Pragati? Basak, can you please unmute and talk? How should I call you? Hello?
Sorry?
Yep. So how should I call you? Should I call you Demiril or should I call you Basak? What exactly do you prefer?
It's Basak.
Yeah, thank you, Basak. So, Basak, I also want you to go ahead and register in Soumya's orchestrator. So, could you please have a direct chat with Soumya and send your email ID to her?
To chat?
Yep, in the chat.
Sure.
Okay. So, Soumya, your activity is to add Pragati's as well as Basak's email ID to your orchestrator and give the developer access. Okay, fine. So create a new. You can create a new project. Go to home.
1 minute, Vajrang. For Pragati, when I was trying to give license,
Uh-huh.
it is showing only attended named users. The automation developer, zero available, it is showing.
Yeah, that is because I think Wally is already connected with the developers. That's fine.
Okay.
Just give whatever the license that. Okay, go to process. Click on process, please.
Okay.
Okay, and I am not sure. I'm not able to see, but just give a sample performer.
Say that.
Uh, can you please share your complete screen instead of UiPath alone? Yep, I think I can see it now. Sample performer, FPRFORMER, without spaces, I guess.
Okay.
Create.
You want me to give date?
No, no, create it. Create. Click on create. So, Wally will prepare automation for everyone, and everyone will try to use the automation in their machines.
Excuse me, Vajrang.
Yes, Soumya.
Yeah, I am unable to give license for Basak. Like it says zero available. I added Pragati
Mm-hmm.
for Basak and I am unable to give license.
Okay, but you are able to add her to the orchestrator?
Yeah, I gave them the admin, the developer access, and when it give allocate license, it
No,
says
no.
zero available.
Allocate license is fine. You can ignore it for now. But have you invited her to your orchestrator?
Yeah,
That should be fine.
uh, but it is not showing.
Click on save
Should
and click on refresh. It will show. Okay. So Soumya, at the bottom, if you see, there is email ID.
yeah,
Bottom right, your email ID. Can you click on that once?
my email ID.
Yep. Sorry,
Are you
Wally,
seeing?
Wally, Wally.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes, Wally. Could you
Oh,
please give me the access, please? Approve.
yeah. Yeah, done.
Okay, if you see here we have your ID and default and shared. So what we'll do, we will just refresh it, and if possible, let's stop it shared. Okay, so if you want to change, if we need to connect to Soumya's machine, right? So
Yeah.
for that, what we need to do, if you are already connected to your tenant, you may need to log out from your tenant. Can you click on SP on the top and then log out from your tenant and connect back, and you can select student tenant.
Okay.
Your screen is stuck.
Oh, so you can't see mine now?
No, it's stuck.
Okay. Can you see now?
Yes. Can you click on student?
Yeah. I clicked on
But
that.
you are connected to orchestrator. I need you to connect to studio. Go back to studio. UiPath studio.
Okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
No. I think you shared only the web app. Can you please share the complete screen? See, what you need to do is click on
Actually, there is two things only it's showing. One is screen, another one is
window.
Windows 10
Exactly.
uh,
You can select screen.
screen. Okay.
Yep, now we are able to see. So on the top
Oh,
right, you can see SP, right? Give me the access once.
okay.
Yep. So here is where you have. So here you need to sign out.
Okay.
So you're already connected to orchestrator. That's the reason we need to sign out. Now we need to sign up back. Okay, this will be done. Okay, and let's go ahead and sign in again and sign in. So here it's admin. Can we go back? More options. It should ask you connect to orchestrator. Okay, so there is a different way how we can add your details. I'm just checking how do we need to do that. Okay, let's go back and sign in. Let's see. Sign in. Open link in browser. Okay, interactive tenant is not enabled for this tenant. Okay, let's go ahead and enable it. So you are connected with. So this is yours,
Connected.
right?
Yeah,
Student.
student is not mine. Students is Soumya's one.
Okay.
Mine is core.
So Soumya, could you please give admin access for Wally?
I already gave, right?
Go to Wally's ID and change this to admin as well. Here you have administrators group, right? Add
Administrators, yeah.
Wally, Pragati and Basak to the same admin group. And Basak, you need to check your email and you need to approve the request. If you see your invitation is pending.
Okay, I'm checking now.
Sure. Let please confirm, Soumya. Once you are done, we need to refresh the screen.
Is admin access is compulsory to access
Yeah,
tenant?
yeah.
No, admin access is not compulsory uh, to add orchestrator or robot. But if you want to have this sign in where you can select which type of ID it is, then you need to have. Or else it says that interactive sign in is disabled for this tenant, right? But you can also connect using machine key. That's what I have tried. But for machine key, again, we need to give user ID and password. That's the reason I don't want to do that. Okay,
You can connect by machine key, right?
exactly. Machine key you can connect for sure. But right now we are seeing with user like named user connectivity. That's the reason I want to have a complete admin access.
Now I'm accepted the invite.
Okay.
What should I
Let's
do?
just few seconds so that we will see
Okay.
your details. So we are not able to do that. So can someone else do that? So who have the access? Basa, can you please share your screen if possible?
Sure.
So Wally, what we can do is we can go with more options. Connect
Okay.
to orchestrator. Okay.
Okay.
So here in the orchestrator URL, please give the orchestrator URL. This is what you need to do for adding yourself as with the machine key. So everyone, please go ahead and listen. Okay, I think Basak is doing that already. Um, so Basak, can you please open UiPath Studio?
Sure.
And if you are connected from browser, then I will not be able to ask you access um, to control. But yes, okay. Can you please log out and try to log in again
Sure.
in the UiPath Studio, not in Orchestrator?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. You're doing it correctly.
Mm,
You're doing it correct. So go to UiPath Studio.
okay. And now I'm signing out at the UiPath Studio.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So guys, I'm not sure how many of you know Basak, but Basak is from Turkey.
Yes, and it's my
Hey, hi.
first meeting. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Same here, Basak.
Yep, continue with
No.
Google.
Okay.
Okay, you can go to UiPath Studio now
Okay.
and try to log in again. Connect to Orchestrator.
Sorry.
Yeah, sign in. Okay, this is what you will get when you try to sign in. But I think Wally have some issue. That's the reason she is not able to connect. We'll check it later. But you can click on student.
Okay.
Always open with UiPath. So now you are connected as a named user. Either it can be
Mm-hmm.
a developer or okay. Try again. Okay, robot doesn't exist. So Soumya, what you need to do, can you please share your screen once? Let's give robot access as well.
Okay, I'm stopping sharing the screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
let Soumya do it. Go to robot accounts. No, this is fine. Go back to orchestrator, please.
Orchestra. Okay.
Robot accounts.
Add
Okay,
robot.
add robot account. So give access. Type in. Yep, sound. I don't think so. You need to type in the emails, I guess. So again, if you see here, robot service account is dedicated identity to be used for unattended purposes. So just cancel this. Let's see if we have any other option. so that we can provide the access. I think Basak don't have the access because the user access is or the license is not provided to her.
Can I try it with Pragati?
Can you give me yellow access, please? Click on yellow. Yeah. So let's see. Mm, okay. Okay. Um, allocate to user. So there are 0, and how many do we have? Group allocation, allocate to user. Okay, there are no licenses. Okay, so you can remove attended license for Wally, and there comes one license. Allocate to user. Let's see if we have. So we have one automation developer named user for Basak. Okay, so UiPath provides only few licenses. That's the reason we are doing this. So Basak, can you please check if you are able to log in and connect to Orchestrator
Sure.
for the student? So Wally, so Soumya, what we can do is we can go ahead and create a sample input. Uh, New. Let's go with home. I need very simple process. So blank process.
I think hmm, I'm connected to orchestrator.
You are connected to Orchestrator.
Yes, but it's not showing the student or something like that.
I think that's already selected. That's the reason you're not seeing. But did you see a green symbol or like something like this?
No.
Can you please check?
I'm checking.
Yep.
Maybe
So
I should. Maybe I'm signing in again.
yeah, please go ahead and do that. So what we can do, let's go ahead and ask it is sequence, add a sequence, and here, please go ahead and add a message box, Soumya. Yep. So here we are trying to get the user input. Please enter your name. And no, before that, just add a input box before message box. Input. So using input dialog, we are trying to capture some input from the user. Just give out dialog title as please enter your name. So you can leave everything, just value enter, press Ctrl K, and then add name, yeah, and come to message box and write in double quotes welcome name. Come, please append it. That's fine. Okay, so we built a simple process where we are accepting a input from a user and we are trying to add a message box. Can you publish it, please? If you see, I have converted or changed this option to shared folder. Okay, there are three folders: shared, default, workflow, and testing folder that she created. But I've added it to shared so that shared will be accessed by other users of the orchestrator. Okay, there is no need for certification path or a certificate path. Okay, click on OK. So now, do anyone know what should we do next?
Go to
Connect UiPath
Orchestrator
Assistant.
We need to go to orchestrator. Please go to
Orchestrator.
orchestrator.
Check the process.
Go to orchestrator. default tenant, and you need to change it to shared workspace. Click on shared because we changed the folder to shared, right? Okay, and then click on options, automations. Okay, add process. So there will be a package that is uploaded already. Please select the package, please. That will be either with name. Yeah, click on that blank process here per day for you. Okay, and then the entry point is main. So that's what we are having.
So, Bajrang, sorry, one question here. So
Yes,
you have created this process?
that is created in Soumya's machine. Now we are giving that package access to everyone in the orchestrator. So who are allocated in the orchestrator, those members will have the access to run this process. Any question, Pragati?
I'm confused in few things, like, because I was just getting confused with the past, that how orchestrators used to work. We used to have some conventions like, classic folder and all, but now I think that that is changed to modern. I was just going through this, although I'm able to push the data to the queue
Mhm.
and able to connect, but I'm not following the steps, like, what I have done. It was just hit and trial which worked, but I just
Mhm.
wanted to know from the steps point of view as well, that what is
Okay,
required. And
so
because they have merged few things, like roles and users are merged, so just wanted the high level overview of all these tabs.
cool. So for now, we will just publish the process and we'll try to execute. Then we will check with the roles and
Okay.
responsibilities. Okay. So display name, you can give it as Soumya test process or Soumya input process. Okay. Hit on create, please. So now when you have created this process, you will find the same process in your robot items. Go to UiPath robot assistant in your machine. UiPath assistant. Yeah. Just can you please refresh it once? Okay.
So
Can you please
Bajrang,
check
when we create the robot, it
see
has to be always by the email address.
when you are connected with named user with specific user ID connected, then that should be the same email address. But if you are connecting with machine key, that's a different process. Then there is no need for a named user.
I am be
So it
able
can
to
be any
run this
name only
process
in that
now.
case.
Uh, but sorry, I didn't get you. What is that?
I
So
am be
it
able.
can be. Sorry, please,
Oh,
Basak, go
sorry,
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead,
No, no,
please.
please go
Sorry.
ahead.
But please continue.
I am be able to run the process from UiPath Assistant now.
So you are able to access Soumya's
Blank
test
process,
process.
yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, now you can hit on that play button, and whoever have access for this orchestrator will be able to do that. So everyone, please go ahead and check in your machines. You will have this test process in your machine if your robot is connected. Okay. So whatever we created multiple performer bots now. Okay, so there is so when we say performer bot and dispatcher bot, the main differentiation is adding data to orchestrator queue and reusing the queue item so that it can be executed in multiple items or multiple process. Both are codes or both are process that we need to add. We are just naming it on performer just to make sure that this actually works with the data, and dispatcher will add the data to orchestrator. Okay, So yes, so Basak, other than Basak, I think Vali, were you able to see this?
Yeah, I can see.
And you were
No,
you were able to
uh,
run?
no, no, actually.
Okay, can
Actually,
you
I,
please share your screen? Let's go ahead and work with your machine.
okay. Yeah,
Okay, go to your UiPath assistant.
okay.
Yep, hit on OK, open. There are few errors with your machine, I think, Vali.
Okay. Is this because of I connected to other tenant or
Might be. But
okay,
can you please, no, see, you can connect a robot to any tenant in Chrome. That doesn't have any impact on the robot assistant or robot. So
okay,
you need to have a connection directly in this particular applications. Only then they will be connected.
okay.
Just
So
after this, then can you please restart the machine and can you please try it out once? Anyhow, you'll have the
sure.
recording, right? That will help you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so now what I want is Soumya, please share your screen and give access to Pragati for your orchestrator. Let her be the administrator without any robot license. So Pragati, what we will do, you be the admin or you be the manager to assign robots, allocate the licenses and all, and we will do it from your machine.
Sure.
And can you please give access or give your email ID? Okay, we already have given. Can
Yes,
you
I
please
I
change
accept.
the admin to access to admin? Click on that. Yep, edit.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's already an admin.
okay, press cancel once. So Pragati, you can share your screen. So others, if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask. That's fine.
So what are we doing? Like I am the admin, like, and I'm adding users to my orchestrator.
So Soumya, you are an organization. Let's say that you are an organization and you are maintaining a tenant in your organization and you are maintaining that particular orchestrator. And you, these all the members like Valli, Basak, and Pragati all are developers or either automation users or they have some role to play with the orchestrator. You are giving them access, and if they are developers, you are giving them developer access by allocating license, and if they are not developers, if they are only executors, then you're giving automation user access. Got it, Soumya?
And why the license has only few limitations? Is it because of the community edition?
Exactly. So community edition provides you 5 licenses: one unattended, two attended, and two automation users. Okay,
Okay, got it.
so Pragati, can you please disconnect? You can connect it again if you want. Okay, instead of machine key on the top connection type, can you please change that to sign in? Yes, service URL, click on sign in. Yep. At the background you have manual redirect option. Click on that. Click in browser. Yes. Open UiPath. So now you are connected to Soumya's machine or Soumya's orchestrator. See that there will be a pop-up in the background.
To see this robot that run, do we need to have admin access?
No, if you are a automation user, then you will be able to access.
Okay.
So admin privilege is the highest privilege. Okay. Now, if you see, go back to process, go to orchestrator. Let's work with orchestrator for next 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Then I will take all the questions. On the first tab, you will have access. Okay. Since you are an admin now, you will be able to allocate licenses to users and work with queues. You can work with anything in the orchestrator. Okay. So there is only default tenant and these are the users. And if you see on groups, groups on the third tab, yeah. So there you have admin access, administrators. So there is no allocation rules. Everything will be allocated. And if you are automation user, you will be assigned with an attended named user. And if you are an automation developer, you will be assigned with automation developer named user. Okay. Only thing is, let's say that there are few users and we need to allocate licenses for them. Then we will allocate licenses based on the groups. Either we can add them directly into the group or we can add them individually. And if you see, there
Okay,
is a
so
robot
firstly,
option.
sorry, one thing. So we can add the groups and then allocate to the users as well.
Yes. So if you can just add a group now, just name it with your name, Pragati, and you can add names for them. Just search in search group members and you can add Soumya for that. No, that's fine. Just wait for a few seconds. Soumya, yes, and you can add Vali,
Spelling.
Sundaravali, Sundar.
Yeah.
Hit on add.
Not. Yeah, I'm not able to see. That's why, because I'm
Yeah.
sharing the screen.
No, it's uh, on the right.
1 minute, I will just.
Now we are able to see the mouse movements.
Yeah, but yeah, now I can see.
Okay, can you scroll down once? Give me the access. I'll help you. No, that's there. All you need is you need to scroll a bit down. Yep, here. Just a second, let me do it for you. Okay, I think it's you can minimize teams if you have here at the bottom. Okay, so here we have groups and can you minimize the teams icon or button that you can see at the bottom here? Minimize teams. No, on the top there is minimize option at the top.
1 minute. Sorry, I will just unshare and do it. Yeah.
No, just a second. Let me do it for you. Okay, see we have this one, right? Named user, about accounts. Let's see. Where do we have?
So here, 1 minute. Yeah.
Open the cloud orchestrator.
Yeah. So it's opening. I'm not sure why it just goes back to the URL again and again.
That's fine. You can open it in a new tab. So we have 5 more minutes to complete this task. Please go ahead and complete it faster. Click on admin.
Admin. Okay.
Organization settings. Sorry. Click on accounts and groups.
Accounts and groups. Okay.
Since you are an administrator, you will be able to delete this tenant as well completely. So having an admin access is everyone should not have this, and no one should have it. If you ask me, only a initial developer should have it. And can you please scroll down to see if Pragati is in the groups? Can you go to the groups? Can you please check if you have your ID? Scroll down. So if you're not able to
Just
find it,
uncheered so that I'm able to scroll.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Now it's fine, I think. Yeah. 1 minute. Well, actually, I got it as everyone, not Pragati. I'm not sure why.
yeah, please share your screen. Let's see.
Yeah.
Soumya, I'm adding my ID as well in the chat. Can you please give me admin access for the tenant? Not don't allocate any licenses.
So these are the four I have got. It's everyone, not the one I created. I think it did not get created.
Yeah, it did not get created. So add a group, create a group.
Okay, but I will just unshare and do it because
No, you
yeah,
can.
the options.
Okay, fine.
I'm just adding. Yeah, 1 minute.
Soumya, can you please add
Yeah.
my ID? And
Only admin access or everything?
only admin access and nothing else.
So it's
Okay.
asking group successfully created.
Hmm.
Create allocation rule.
Yes. Can you please share your screen now?
Yeah.
Have you received the link?
I think I should be. I will check it later, a bit later. Okay.
Okay.
So Pragati, yes. You need to go to orchestrator. Yes. Create allocation
So I
rule.
close this option.
No, no. Clear. Create allocation rule. Click on that.
Which one?
Yep. So we have zero attended named users and zero automation developer users. So we are just saying whoever joins this group Pragati, you can assign him the attended named user. That's what you're checking it for.
Okay.
Hit on save.
Yeah. So it's saying updated Pragati. I'm just refreshing and I will share the screen then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has created Pragati attended name user.
Mm-hmm. And yes. So if you want to give access for this particular ID, go to users. Click on any user. You can take Wally's ID. Click on that, and you can edit it. Edit.
Yeah.
Click on the pencil
Edit.
symbol or pen symbol.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Edit and then So it's as of now, this user has all the access. Pragati by default as well. It's a group membership is already there.
Exactly. So if that is already a named user, so since this is the named user that you have already allocated, that's the reason it is already allocated to your group.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes. So I want
So, Chang, one thing. So we have one attended, two unattended, and two robots.
one unattended, two attended, and two automation developers.
Two attended and two automation developers. Okay.
Okay. Basa, can you please share your screen? Let's work with your machine for a few minutes.
Sure.
Go to orchestrator, please.
This one?
Yep, I think that's the one. Click on shared folder. Okay. So now if you see, there are no robots that are running. There is only one process. And if you want to create assets, you can create assets.
I'm
And
sorry.
that's fine. Whatever you have done is correct.
Okay.
Okay. See here, whatever the process that we have created, that is visible here. And if you go to the jobs, click on jobs once.
Sure.
So there is no job that's available. Can you click on start? Okay. And if you see, no, can you please press cancel once? Cancel. Yeah. So if you see on the jobs, everyone who used this particular process and who executed this, uh, we are able to see when the execution happened and who is the user, and you can also see is it attended mode or unattended mode, if it is successful or not, how much time did it take. So every detail you can get it using orchestrator, and everyone who have access for the orchestrator will be able to see this. But if they don't have the access for execution, they will not be able to run the bot, but they still will be able to see all the logs.
Okay.
Okay. Now can you please click on logs? So if you see, we are just seeing started and process ended, but if you add any specific logs within the process, then that will be shown here.
Okay.
Can you please scroll up?
Scroll up. Okay.
Yeah. So click on monitoring, please. Monitoring next to automations.
Okay.
Okay. Can you please scroll down? Okay. So if we have any unattended machines created, that's when we are going to see this. Can you please scroll up?
Sure.
Okay. And we can also monitor with the process. Click on process, please.
Okay.
So if you see there is executed successfully items, waiting robot to connect executed with errors. Anything that comes in with this, we will be able to see the dashboards from the dashboards.
Okay.
Okay. Now our training session for today is completed. I would like to have questions now that I can answer. So please go ahead and ask your questions. And the recording is still on, so that questions and answers also will be available for you.
Bajrang, I have
So
one question regarding this tenant.
Yes.
I have seen something as shared and then my workspace, and
Yes.
I think there was one another at my end, default or something. I don't remember. Let me just check. But what is the significance of this my workspace shared?
Okay. So if you see, my workspace and shared are two different folders. Shared is something that is accessible to every user in the orchestrator. Like you are able to work, or the robots are connected, right? Robots are by default connected to the shared folder. But my workspace is specific to a user. For example, Basak have the access for student tenant. So, but my work folder is specific only for the Basak ID. And the same way, Sundarvalli also have a my workspace that is specific to Valli's ID. Pragati also have same thing, but that's specific to Pragati. But if you add anything in the shared folder, that's when you are going to share the access to multiple users.
So my workspace is local to my system.
You're local to your orchestrator instance.
Okay, which is linked with my machine ID, right?
Exactly.
Machine name.
So if you are able
Okay.
to publish it, yes, you can publish it and you can run it, but others will not be able to access details with my workspace until and unless
Oh,
you provide them the access exclusively, explicitly. And that should be done for a folder. Just remember that shared folder
Like
is where everyone will be able to access the automations. Yes, who's talking?
so, if you are adding users to shared folder, so it will auto add machine for that particular users.
So when we are giving licenses, that's when machines will be added. Shared folder is a common folder by default where every user can access in that particular tenant.
So, do don't need to add machine for that user in
Uh,
tenant.
See, machine, you will be adding machines like I understand. You're talking about unattended user, how we will connect with creating a machine, copying a machine key and connecting, right? That's what
Yeah,
you're asking.
yeah.
Yes, for named user and named developer, that's not required. That's a new license that's given by UiPath. But if you are going with unattended machine, then the way how we will update is different. We'll need to copy the code, create a machine. The steps are go to orchestrator, open the folder, click on machines, and once you have the machines, click on add machine, give the machine ID. That's it. You will have a machine key and you can connect it.
And one license is sufficient for one group or one user.
One user alone.
Means we need to assign license to particular user. So only
Exactly.
he can run the process.
And the other way how we can do that is if we are adding the licenses to groups, if you have seen.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's assume that there are 10 members in the group, and out of 10 members, we have only three licenses.
No.
And these three licenses will be rotated among the groups.
So we can assign that three licenses to one group.
Exactly.
So everyone can access it if
Access
it
it
is
not at
available.
once, not at once.
No, if
If one
it's
account is
available.
disconnected, then the other person can access.
Okay. And there are different tenant like for dev server, testing server, and production server. So there is a different tenant for every server, or it is handling in one only.
Depending upon how you want to create, see, Soumya created it with student. If she wants, she also can connect it with create it with teacher. That's according to her requirement. And even we will create three different environments to make sure code doesn't mix up and you will work only on the dev environment.
Okay. And how many users we can add in a group? Like
You can
there is
add any
particular.
number of users. There is no limit on that. The only limit is with the licenses.
Yeah, Vajrang, there is a screen.
One person, please. Can you please raise your hand? I will call one by one to ask questions. Please, everyone, please mute and raise the hand. I will call one by one. Sonam, yes, please tell me.
Yeah, Vajrang, there is some issue with the my UiPath Studio. Can you please check? I'm sharing the screen.
Yes, please go ahead. By the way, our training session is completed. If anyone want to leave, please go ahead and leave. I'm still recording this session. So if you have missed something, you will still get it.
Yeah, Vajrang, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Vajrang, when I'm running this setup, this error is coming and Can you please check what is this?
The procedure endpoint directories could not be located in dynamic. I think the issue is with the Windows version that you are using. Maybe you are using a Windows 7 machine. That might be one of the reason. But could you
Okay.
could you please check if you can download or you restart the machine and try to install again later?
Okay. Okay. Just a
Just try
minute.
it out. That's a hard case that I would like to take.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, Soumya, please tell.
Okay. That license is for executing the robots.
Exactly.
Okay. And is this what the deployment we call like you say like for production development? Is it the deployment we give publish, right?
So
Is
yes,
this act-
when we are doing publishing in dev to production and all, we will not connect directly. What we will do is we will create a NuGet package. So there is when you are clicking on publish, there are two options. First one to get the um, what can we say?
package name, version, package icon?
Exactly. The
Wait.
two types is first one we can directly upload it from our studio. The other one is we need to download the create a package and we need to upload the package manually in the packages folder in Orchestrator. So that's how you're going to map it accordingly.
Okay, this is how the actual deployment happens in the real time.
In real time, when we are working with dev environment, this is what will happen. In the production environment, we will create the package and we will push the package.
How to do that actually from Orchestrator?
Yes, in the orchestrator, if you see on the packages, there is a way to download a package, or the other way is developer will create a package. When you hit on publish in, so Soumya, can you please share your screen once?
Yeah, sure.
Go to studio, click hit on publish. There, instead of in publish options, you have orchestrator tenant process feed, right? Change that to local. See, there are two items: tenant process feed and personal workspace feed. You can
Okay.
connect to anything and you can hit on connect custom as well. Custom, and in this
What
custom,
is the difference between workspace feed and custom?
you can add it in your local machine.
And the workspace feed?
Personal workspace feed is like personal folder you have, right, with your name.
Okay, but both are same, right?
No,
Both are
no.
in the local machine.
No. That's workspace field is in orchestrator. If you go to orchestrator, there is
Oh,
shade
okay.
and there is something with your name. That's what we discussed, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
So
okay.
personal
Yeah.
is for your ID. Click on custom
Okay,
once
got it.
and then
Okay.
hit on that folder button. Folder button, yes. You can select one of the downloads or documents. Yes, you can select it here. Paste it. Hit on select folder.
Mm,
What is Nugget?
NuGet package is like a extension. For installation, we'll have .exe file, right? And for these packages, we will be adding it as .nu pkg, new spec package. Okay, hit on publish, please. So you can click on that location, open that location.
okay.
See the
This one.
new NUPKG. That's a NuGet package. And if you want to upload this in Orchestrator, go to Orchestrator, hit on tenant, hit on packages. If you see, okay, upload, browse, or you can drag and drop. That's fine. Open my name folder. What happened?
It's not coming. I don't know.
Can you give me the access once? So let's go with this one, quick access. Return the quick.
Yeah, it's the stay here.
Okay. So this is the package. So manually we are going to add it in the production environment.
Okay.
So got it? The different ways of publishing.
Okay. Yeah.
Since
So
our
how
orchestra,
would JSON?
sorry, yes, some who is asking, Wali, tell me.
Yeah. What is the JSON? What is
J
the use of JSON? Yeah.
JSON project.json is like a config file for a studio to know what's there in the project. For example, if you see open the JSON file, there you can find which version of code are we using, what are the dependencies that we are adding. That's what we go to your code, any code that you have created, and open JSON file in Notepad.
Okay.
You will find more issues or more items to discuss.
Okay. Actually, in marketplace, so many the NUPKG that extension file is present, so we can't see the code inside, right? So just we can upload in the orchestrator. That's it, right?
Exactly.
We can't see the code. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Vajra. And I would like to know one more thing. So if I would like to add Elasticsearch in
Kibana dashboard.
orchestrator, how? Yeah, in dashboard. How can you do that? How
Uh,
can we do that?
there will be keys, Wally, that you need to add to the orchestrator config, but I think that we cannot do it right now. Let the infrastructure
Okay.
team handle it.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you are asked if you are asked in the interview question like how can we add Elasticsearch, just say that the infrastructure team does that and I don't have the access to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Hi Vajrang, I have one question.
Yes. Tell me, please.
I will just share my screen.
Sorry, Prav. Yep. Tell me.
Yeah, so this is the thing I was talking about. I still have one question. I have this my workspace default and shared, right?
Okay.
So when I go under, I'm just talking about the local system here. I'm connected to my own organization. Yeah.
Okay.
So when I go under defaults, under settings, I can see the machines are there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when I go to manage machines in folders, I would be able to see two here, my workspace and the machine which I connected with the key and everything.
Okay.
And I just wanted to know because what happened, like I was trying to do what you have given, like data scrap and then sent to orchestration
Mm-hmm.
queues, but I deleted this accidentally in one time, and then I was not able to connect to my robot. What is the role it plays, like if I already have this machine, why do I need this template? Because I know that we always need to create a standard one, right?
Exactly. So this workspace, when you are connected to Orchestrator, there at the bottom you can change the workspace or folder.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the
So
one.
yes, if that gets deleted, that's when it will throw an error. Then you need to log out and log in again.
Okay, but I really don't need to be connected to this space. I can directly go to the shared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. But when I go under share, do I need to do any settings here?
Not needed.
So it will be just connected to here and then can be published, package can be published. Yeah.
Exactly, correct.
Okay. And when Soumya has created, we could not see the default one because we are not the admin, or why?
No, I think Soumya's orchestrator don't doesn't have any default folder.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have only my workspace and share.
Exactly.
What is the reason for that?
The folder is not created by default. Maybe Pragati is using orchestrator for a longer period of time, and default in default she might have the access, or she might have added some of the workflow files. But in your machine, in your case, that can be different, where you are using the latest version, where a new instance is created. That's when my workspace and shared are created, not with the default.
Okay. We cannot create folders on our own.
You can create any number of folders, and you can create all the subfolders as well.
Okay.
Okay, just try to complete. So if you want to understand this completely, just go to UiPath Academy and complete the 2020 version of orchestrator training.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Because
So all the
whatever
training
we are
can be.
discussing now is everything will be a question mark for you. But if you complete the training session, then it will be easier.
Okay. So when we go to the training path course, everything will be as per 2021 version only, or we have to specifically choose that version?
Depends. Like they will give you options if they have different versions. But if they don't, you can go ahead with whatever the version you have.
Okay. So just from here only, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I think we have completed more than 10 minutes of our time. Thank you so much, everyone. If there are any questions, let's connect tomorrow and discuss. And I will try to upload this recording soon.